Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, I'm playing the Tier 8 Royal Navy Premium Destroyer Cossack. I'm divisioned with Ram, who is playing the Tier 8 Royal Navy Light Cruiser Edinburgh. This is a mixed tier match. We are mid-tier. Got 7s, 8s, and 9s here. The map is Greece. And
Stations.
Ram likes to run Edinburgh with radar, which can be great. In fact, I've got another replay that I'm going to be posting up here in the next few days, where he put it to beautiful use. Absolutely beautiful use. Now, some maps lend themselves more to being able to make use of that radar than others. This one, while not impossible, is fairly challenging. It's a good sized map, and there are some big gaps between these islands, so a little bit tougher to make good use of it. But I wanted to share this game with you because full disclosure, I love this destroyer. I have since it came out, and I remember people were complaining because if they ran all the missions to be able to get it, they still had to spend like 99 cents or $1.99 or something to be able to pick it up. But it's a crazy good destroyer. Take a look at what it's got available. It's got single fire torpedoes. It's only got one launcher, so you can get 4 torpedoes out. You can either do them single fire or in a spread. It's got smoke, and especially in a game meta where the CVs in most games, you get a lot of smokes. They're not really long lasting, but they're generally long enough to convince the CV player to go find something else to do. You got speed boost, and you've got hydro, and the hydro lasts a very long time. Now, it's really kind of personal use hydro. It's not very long range. What it does do is help prevent you from eating a face full of torpedoes, especially if you need to smoke up and you have to stay there for any length of time. It can really help you avoid eating the torpedoes that are almost always going to follow any smoke cloud. You can see the torpedo angles are not all that great, but the torpedo angles are, I think, kind of designed more for kiting. If somebody's following you, you're just trying to get them to stop following you or to slow them down by having them change course. Well, that's why they are the way they are as far as arcs. Now, the Cossack's guns are really good, and you can see I got off a couple volleys here of AP and then switched to the HE. Decent damage. And I'll just go ahead and hydro up, because I'm sure the torpedoes are on their way, and they are. This ship has 4 turrets, 2 guns in each turret. Yugumo is wiggling like mad, trying to make it difficult to be able to hit him. Now, why can I still see him? Well, that is courtesy of Ram's radar. And you can see that he is... Now, the one where I couldn't see him, I landed 4 shells. Now, Ram is in a position where he got himself spotted there briefly. He took a little bit of damage, but just moves up to the island a little closer, and now he's out of sight. So, tough to do in the game because, focus is elsewhere, but I'll say now, thanks, Ram. That was a great radar, and way to push up and use your position. We've got Lepanto behind us. Fairly big guns. You can see me there in the chat, just pointing out that we've got a Fiji up here somewhere, and just keep an eye out for his torpedoes. You can see I've still got 1:40 on my hydro. Our Fiji takes out the enemy kit, and I'm just pushing right up here. I'll make use of the Yugumo smoke. There he is. Detected, but the island is going to take care of that for me. No, Couldn't get into the smoke early enough. So I'll just have to dock the Yugamo here. Now his guns are pretty decent.
Smoke generator activated.
I just need to position here to get in this gap. Still got almost a minute on the Hydra. This ship is just, it's so much fun. It feels like you're cheating. So, we have lost to York. The bad guys have lost to Yugamo and a kid. And Ram's position really paid off, because when Yugamo went around that corner, he was he was sitting broadside to Ram and the Eddy. And the Eddy, I mean, those guns they hit hard, especially at close ranges. I've got 15 seconds until my smoke's back up. Hit the speed boost, kind of close the distance here. And our team's doing a great job. You can see where our Riga's pushed up behind an island there, squared off with the Nueve de Julio, got Duke of York and the Alpha Cap. Our Florida's, he's way back, but that's kind of what he's designed to do. I'm wondering if he's going to move. He might just reverse toward the smoke. We've got another Cossack on the team, and a Kitakaza, working against a Lightning in the Bravo Cap. And down he goes. Well, no luck on the torpedoes against the Caracciolo. I won't pretend to know the right way to pronounce that. Duke of York finishes off Nueve de Julio. And this game is rapidly beginning to look like a somewhat lopsided affair. I'm about to have torpedoes back up. This Italian battleship. It looks to me like his intention here is to push in until he's real close and then smoke. But we'll see. I've got torpedoes off. I just want to make sure Ram knows that this guy's pushing. And I'm racing back this way, really as much as anything, to be able to provide smoke if this guy just keeps pushing straight in. Well, I got 3 out of the 4 on that guy. That definitely helps. Don't have to smoke here. Just make use of the island. He's pushing up. And I'll throw some smoke out for our Lepanto and for Ram. Again, the smoke doesn't last very long, but it will provide a break in line of sight, especially for Ram. You know, the Eddy against large shells, the Eddy is pretty vulnerable. Torpedoes away. Bad guys are now down 5 ships. They've lost Ibuki, Nueve de Julio, Yugamo, Kid, Lightning. We've lost Duke of York, and just a moment ago, Fiji. This battleship is reversing, and my torpedoes may all miss, but they reload very quickly. We were able to, between the 3 of us on this side, convince him that continuing to push forward was a bad idea. I've got hydro available, but really no need for it. Smoke again in 6 seconds. And it looks to me like he's contemplating another push forward. Yep. It's speed boost so I can be sure and use the island. I'm radio located. I don't know that it's him, but it probably is. I dropped the torpedoes that way, each one a little bit farther behind because it's just natural reaction to hit the rudder or slow down or change your speed when you see a single torpedo coming. And if he does, I wanted to make sure I landed as many as possible.
We sank their battleship. Victory is in sight.
Well, bad guys are down to 5 ships. We've still got 9. And this has become a rout. Bad guys are, well, they're in trouble pretty much everywhere across the map. Martel's about to get sunk. He's 1,000 hit points left. And my teammate there and the other Cossack, I think he's probably going to finish off that battleship. So I'm going to go over here and see if I can help out with Fiji. I've loaded AP. I loaded AP hoping Fiji would run south, but as you can see, he didn't last long enough for that. Throw the torpedoes out there on a wing and a prayer. This ship is just a joy to play. If you like destroyers, there's not much to dislike about this particular destroyer. Yes, it would be nice if you had another torpedo rack, but honestly, I think if you did, it just wouldn't be fair. This is such a great destroyer in every way that if you added another 4 torpedoes to it, it would just, well, it kind of would be cheating. I went with AP thinking he was going to go broadside, and then he didn't, but did a little chip damage there, but not much. And I think, maybe, well, Marco Polo's not in a position to do it, but our Lepanto is. Somebody's going to catch his broadside. This is going to be over here very quickly, so I will just say thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate you spending a little time here. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Love to hear any comments you have. You can just type them out below. And I'll see you next time.